What is going on, guys? Skip from 41 here. Happy New Year's to you all, and I'd like to actually thank you guys. Thank you for getting me over 150 subscribers. I know it may not seem like a lot of subscribers to a lot of people, but you know, to me, it's a pretty big deal, and I'd like to thank everybody who took the time out of their day just to hit that subscribe button, just to watch a video. I appreciate you all and thank you. But if it is your first time here or you have not subscribed already, make sure you look down below, hit that subscribe button. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button and hit that bell for notifications for when I post new videos. Today is January 2nd, 3rd, it's one of those, I can't remember. This video is actually supposed to come out last week, but I went on vacation, and let's be honest, who's trying to take all that camera gear through TSA? Nobody, baby. But today we are going to be talking about the top 10 best sneakers of 2021. I feel like it's been a really great year for sneakers, a lot of hype, but there was one brand that I think stood above all the rest as far as the amount of heat that they put out this year, and you're going to see it reflected in my list. They didn't get the number one shoe, but they pretty much take up half of this list, and you'll see it when we get into the list. But without further ado, we are going to start our best sneakers of 2021 list with number 10. Coming in at number 10 is a sneaker that came out really early in the year. A lot of people forget that this sneaker even came out. I never forgot about this sneaker. It's been one of my favorites since it came out. I think it might have came out in like February or something, but it was really early in the year, and that is the Nike Dunk High Notre. The Notre Dunk, the Notre Dunk, the Notre Dunk, whatever, however you pronounce that boutique, Chicago boutique. This shoe has excellent materials. It has some of the best materials of any of the, certainly the dunks that came out this year, because let's be honest, this is the only dunk that made this list. There was another dunk that was close to making the list, but this is the only dunk that actually made the list. The quality on the dunks was very poor in my opinion this year. I remember I got a pair of the UNLV dunks, and the toe was, I had sole separation after like 3 wears, and they just creased weird. They creased terribly. Quality on these really good. Long hair suede. It's got different materials on the different panels, and here it's kind of like a canvas material. Out here it's leather. The suede comes with 3 sets of laces, and even has a special Nike swoosh on the inside. It's like the handshake, a little Notre staple there. Inspired by workwear attire, as you can see on the tongue. Notre, however you pronounce it, on the tongue, like one of the tags on somebody who would work in like a factory or something. Excellent shoe. Dunk High. You know, I like Dunk Highs more than Dunk Lows. Yeah, it's the only dunk that made it on here. Probably, it's definitely the best one that came out this year. Love this shoe. At number 9 on our list is a shoe that I was not able to get, and I still haven't gotten, and I don't know, I'm probably never going to spend the money for it, but it definitely deserves to be on this list, and it is the New Balance 2002R from Salehi Bembury, Water Be the Guide. Just the material qualities on this shoe, the long-haired suede, that mesh material on the toe box and other parts of the shoe. This shoe is the sequel to the one he came out with last year that was also a 2002R. I can't remember the name of it, the orange one. This one comes in like an aqua tealish green colorway. Beautiful shoe. Wish I had it in my collection, but I think it's going for like $400 now, 400 plus on the resale market. Excellent shoe. New Balance has produced a lot of good stuff this year, and I'm super excited to see what they come out with next year. The next shoe that we have on our list at number 8 is a shoe that really came out of nowhere. I'm pretty sure nobody was expecting this shoe to do what it did, but it took the sneaker game by storm, and now it's like an $800 sneaker, and that is the New Balance 2002R Refined Future or Protection Pack, whatever you want to call it. I don't really care what you call it. But all three colorways, the Salt, the Rain, and whatever they're calling the black one. This isn't even a collab. It's an inline New Balance. What they did at tearing away at the uppers, and the 2002R is a shoe that I wasn't very familiar with until Salehi did his collab on that, and then this shoe just popped off. You see it everywhere on TikTok. The prices are astronomical on this pair. Beautiful pair of shoes. Of course, with that price tag, I'm not going to be trying to cop this anytime soon, but that doesn't mean that it doesn't deserve a spot in the top 10 of the year. And I'm pretty sure sneakerheads everywhere agree that this is a shoe fitting of a top 10 ranking. At number 7 on our list is a sneaker that I wasn't able to cop at all. There was 4 drops. I went for 3 of them because the one colorway I didn't really like, but only one colorway is going to make it on this list. It is the Prada Air Max 1 Waves in the Monarch colorway. The thing that I really love about this sneaker, one, the colorway is great. That orange, that burnt orange, kind of like Texas Longhorn colorway is awesome on the shoe. Prada has done amazing Air Max 1 collabs in the past. The Lucky Greens, that burgundy pair, the Prada Paras. Great Nike collaborator. They've done a ton of Air Max 1s. This one, they didn't do too much on it. Looks like a standard Air Max 1, but they gave the mudguard that wavy pattern. I love it so much. This is definitely a shoe that deserves to be in the top 10. A lot of people are sleeping on this shoe. The prices are starting to rise. Before they were going for, low 2s, like low to mid 2s. Now they're finally breaching that 300 mark. Excellent shoe. Hopefully I'm able to cop in the future before the prices get too high, but definitely a shoe that deserves to be at number 7 on this year's list. The next shoe on our list at number 6 was one of my top shoes of last year, the collaborator, and that is the Joe Freshgoods 990 V3s. Now last year, Joe Freshgoods did a New Balance 992, which was it was like the Anatomy of the Heart. Excellent collab. One of the best shoes that came out last year. This one isn't as good, but is definitely one of the best shoes of the year. Different shades of brown or khaki, the shades of blue on the sneaker come together so well. The theme of the shoe was outside clothes. The 990 V3 is a silhouette that is becoming very popular with me. I really like the 990 V3. I'm just getting into New Balance. I'm not really a New Balance guy. Well, I'm becoming a big New Balance guy. They're releasing a lot of good stuff and they're super comfortable. I bought a different 990 V3 this year. I would love to have the Joe Freshgoods one. This shoe was a no-brainer that it was going to be on the top 10 this year. This one's coming in number 6. Definitely last year it would have been 1 or 2 for me in 2020 because it was just that good. I can't wait to see what Joe Freshgoods does in the future. Hopefully he does like a New Balance 1500 or something like that. I don't know, but I'm telling you, New Balance is going to have a ridiculous year next year, especially with Teddy Santis taking over as the creative director over the sneaker lines. I think it's going to be an amazing year for New Balance. At number 5 on our list, speaking of Teddy Santis, we have yet another New Balance, and this is the Emilion Dor 993, the Beef and Broccoli. I need this shoe. I don't care. This will be my next cop. I need this shoe so bad. This is such a good New Balance. It's so good. If some certain other New Balance didn't release this year, it would have been my top New Balance that released this year. So good. This shoe, the browns, the greens, it's such a, I'm so surprised. There was 2 colorways that released when this shoe came out. It was this one, the Beef and Broccoli, and there was another one that was like whitish gray, blue, and purple. That one's going for a ton of money, but this one is going for well under $300. And I'm not really sure why, because this one is so much better than the other one. The other one is like, it's good, but it's not that. The beef and broccoli is awesome. This shoe in another year probably would have been shoe of the year. Aimé Leon Dore, what they do with, I'm becoming such a big fan of this brand. The stuff they are doing. If they weren't so expensive, if their clothes weren't so expensive, I'd definitely be wearing their clothes. But their sneaker collabs, they're just killing it with New Balance. Of course, I mentioned Teddy Santis will be taking over as the creative director at sneakers at New Balance, and I just can't wait to see what New Balance has in store with Teddy Santis, who is the creator of Aimé Leon Dore, taking over, and see what he has in store for such a historic brand. At number 4 on our list, we have yet another New Balance. I told you, New Balance killed it this year. They did such a great job, and this was my favorite New Balance of the year. It is the Bodega 990. The Bodega 990 was created to commemorate the 15th anniversary of sneaker boutique Bodega, which is in Boston, and I think they have another location in LA. Bodega is well established in the sneaker game. They're well known. Everybody, trust me, if you've been in the sneaker game for any period of time, you know Bodega. The materials on this shoe, the colorway on this shoe, the browns, it kind of feels more like outside clothes than the Joe Freshgoods one. Nice suedes, the mesh. They give you 3 lace options, super comfortable. Love that teal in sock liner. It's just a beautiful shoe. Love this shoe. I'm telling you, I'm gonna beat this shoe. I'm definitely gonna beat this shoe and probably have to get another pair. But I love this shoe. Best New Balance of the year for me. New Balance killed it. That's 5 New Balance on this list, and we're only at number 4. At number 3 is the Travis Scott Fragment Design Air Jordan 1 Low. And I'm talking about just the Air Jordan 1 Low. What a hit for this sneaker for retail. Super hype about that. I'll show the Gotham screen for you. Travis Fragment Jordan 1, of course, takes from the Fragment Jordan 1s that released however many years ago. I can't even remember how many years. An iconic Jordan 1 that, it's a lot of people's favorite Jordan 1s. One of the most expensive Jordan 1s out there. This comes in the low, blending that Fragment shoe and the Travis Scott 1 lows, the iconic backwards swoosh. The color blocking on the lows is so much better than the highs. The highs color blocking really is not that good. And plus, we don't know what happened with the rest of the pairs of the highs. So for that, screw the highs. I'm not putting that on this list. But this shoe definitely deserves to be, it's definitely a top 5 shoe of the year. I mean, at least for me. It could have been more creative. Yes, they just took, the 2 most hyped things that you could probably get in Travis Scott and Fragment, put it together, and put it on a Jordan 1, and just ran with it. But I'm a big fan of Travis Scott. The color blocking is great. The colorway is great. The cream or off-white laces that come with it, I mean, you can't beat that. Great shoe. Glad I hit it for retail. Number 3 on the list. At number 2 on this list, and a lot of people are probably going to be like, what is this guy talking about? How is this shoe number 2 on the list? It's number 2 on the list because it's my list, and I want it at number 2 because I think this shoe is that good, and it's severely, severely underrated. And it is the Undefeated Air Force 1 Ballistic. This shoe, I mean, just based off of where I put it on this list, it's my second favorite shoe of the year. If you could see closer, you could see the dirt that's on it, that I have on it, because that's how much I wore this shoe. I love this shoe. Initially, I thought I liked the second colorway of the Undefeated versus Air Force 1 pack that came out, the snakeskin pair of Air Force 1s with like the hairy suede. But the more I wore this one, and it's such a versatile shoe. It just goes with so many things. That ballistic mesh with it's like a nubuck suede material right there. The contrast between the sole and the midsole and the outsole is amazing. It's an Air Force One. A lot of people aren't like, oh, if it's not a white on white Air Force One, a lot of people aren't really wearing the Air Force One. I love this shoe. Undefeated did great things this year with that Undefeated Air Force One pack. I copped 4 of the 6. I didn't get the middle 2. That middle dunk I did not like at all. But the Air Force One was good. But this one, to me, over the time, has risen above the rest. It has risen to number 2 on my list, and it's honestly one of the best sneakers of the year. And y'all are sleep. Y'all are sleep on these. Go cop you a pair. Of course, they're not going for that much, but go cop you a pair. This shoe is so good. And the number 1 shoe of the year, everybody knows what it is already. I mean, it's most people's shoe of the year. It's been my shoe of the year since it came out. It is the A Ma Maniére Jordan 3. What a great shoe. I don't have mine anymore because I had an opportunity to get a shoe that came out the year in 2020. I'm just gonna say it. I had an opportunity to get the Union 4 Guavas. Of course, I've been looking for the Union 4 Guavas. I've been looking to get them for a while. I'm in the process of getting all 4 of the Union 4s. I have the Guavas now, I have the Off Noirs, and I have the Desert Moss. All I need is the Topaz left, which is the most expensive of the 4, it's kind of the most boring of the 4, but it's the only one I need left. I had an opportunity to get them, so it was the only shoe that I would have traded the A Ma Manières for, but I'm definitely going to be getting them back in the near future. However, I think I might be able to pull off a trade with those patent breads I have coming in, but just what a release. Let's talk about the release. The best release of the year. A Ma Maniére, I almost called it Aime Leon Dore. A Ma Maniére had 2 of the best releases, probably the 2 best releases of the year, with the A Ma Maniére 3s and the A Ma Maniére 1s. I was able to get both for retail. A story made for women, came in women's sizes, and gave women first dibs at the sneakers. A very bot-free release where everybody who wanted a pair was usually, if you were on it, you were able to get a pair. And then the actual shoe, that buttery leather, tumbled, the cream laces, the back tab with the Nike Air, the gray, that violet purple ore color, the quilted sock liner. That shoe is so good. How could you not have it at number 1? If you don't have it at number 1, you're a hater. If you have gotten to this point in the video, make sure you hit that like button, make sure you subscribe. Let me know what your top 10 sneakers of the year for 2021 were, and also let me know what are your most anticipated shoes for next year. What are you looking forward to? Are you looking forward to Union Dunks, A Ma Maniére 2s, Union 2s, Off-White Blazers? Like, what are you looking forward to in 2022? I think it's going to be a great year. Hopefully it lives up to last year. I think it's going to be a great year. Can't wait to see what New Balance has. But without further ado, I'm going to let you guys go. This has been a video from Skip from 41, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.